Well, let me ask you about energy. What is the energy situation in China and around the world? Can you describe the need for energy?
Yeah, if you go to China, you see a lot of the trains moving with the coal. Usually the train moves the passenger, right? But in China, the train is made for energy transportation because some provinces are rich in coal mine and some provinces need the coal for power. So we developed the heavy train. Usually the train, the railway is thin, but this railway is thick and wide. Just want to transfer a lot of coal, and they make some ship in the harbor, and the train from the coal mine and move to the harbor and keep moving and keep dumping. They load here and dump there, then the ship go from north to south, the mine from the west to the east. This way is not very efficient. You see, the transportation take away a lot of energy and produce a lot of greenhouse. Yeah, I think everyone knows this. We know this, but we have no replacement right now. You see, we try to use oil now, but now China, one half the oil imported from foreign country. None of the world production will provide Chinese consumption if we reach the level of the U.S. Right now, I think the U.S. Each capita about 10 horsepower, right? And for China, we are much lower than the average of the world level. So if we reach the world level, a big increase already, it's still much less than the U.S. If we reach the U.S. level, where is the oil? And even if we have so much oil and gas, the environment, China cannot afford this kind of damage to the environment. So I think cold fusion is almost the only way for us to go.
Why is cold fusion so important?
Because it's nuclear energy that's rich in energy, and it has no nuclear radiation or just no nuclear contamination. It has some radiation, but no serious problem for contamination. So indeed, I devote almost 1/3 of my life on this. Someone say you are foolish. Yeah, I'm foolish. I didn't know after retirement so many years, I still on the far away from the end. I don't know how long I will last.
So cold fusion is nuclear, but it is safe, yes?
We can say it's nuclear without nuclear contamination. That's my way.
Okay. Now, you are at the Tsinghua University. Do you work with your other colleagues there at Tsinghua? Are there many people working on this in China, on cold fusion?
Not very many, but a lot of people share the point of view as I am. Because they know that China has the energy problem. They know the serious contamination in China. They know we need nuclear energy. They know we need not nuclear contamination. So everyone agree on this. But if you work on this, it's a dangerous step. Just this morning they say Ed Stone's was so great and so many success. But he made one step to on the cold fusion, right? It's a risk. Take a risk. I think if you take a risk, you need some condition. you are wife, then some husband will not agree. If I'm a husband, my wife will not agree. If I have more than one children, I cannot make these steps because the family needed the money. And for the young student, they need a job. After graduation, cold fusion has no job. So right now, I worry about the future. I was the youngest in the cold fusion at the time community. Now I become the eldest. You freshman, faculty, they are all my friends. Dr. Chab, Talbot Chab, they are all my friends. They go first. I will go later. Then who will be following? I really worry about this. So I try to catch the young people here. But the young people understand very well. They can talk about this much better than I. But they know we have to buy the house. Now they will buy a car. They will grow their children. Where is their living condition? That's difficult in China, very serious now.
You've been coming to these conferences for many years.
Sure.
Have you noticed that there's more young people here now?
Sure. Indeed, I bring some young people here. Oh, the older people come.
I don't know too much.
You are elder than I am, right?
Wow, these are all kind of interesting pictures.
Thank you. You see, this is a problem, but I still have some young people. Last year, I have 4 young people come. This year, I have only 1 come, but he is 50 now. That's a big problem. If we know successor.
So in the United States, we have some agencies supporting cold fusion, NASA, the Navy, but the Department of Energy does not. Is it like that in China where some groups support it and some don't? Is it like that there?
Yes. The same situation.
Do you see that support growing, or is it the same?
It depends. For example, if Rossi and the Defcalion people put a demonstration in China, then no problem. Everyone say, we say this already. Why didn't you say this? Right now I talk to them. They say, wait, let's see it's real or not. No matter what I say, until I die, they will believe. They will not believe.
So you feel only a commercial product will really change the minds of, most people in charge.
The people who control the money. Right now, the people has the money. He has more duty on it. He cannot spend the money to something it's not sure. They say probably what you say are all right, but we have more urgent things to do than what you say.
Are there other schools where there's independent people like yourself working on cold fusion?
Mostly retired people.
Mostly retired people.
Yeah, retired people, nothing to worry about. If their children grow up, they can live by themselves. And your spouse, husband or wife, just good enough, say, you do it, I excuse you, or I support you. Just my wife this time come, she support me. She say, I understand you, then I can do it. If she say, go back home, then what I can do.
Well, will you bring some more fellow scientists next time to the conference?
That's difficult. To come here, very expensive.
That's true.
Yeah, I believe you know this.
Yes.
Usually the conference support me, but this time it seems the U.S. economy is very bad. As I understand, seems they have very, very limited source.
What What do you think will be the biggest benefit of cold fusion to the world? What will be the biggest good thing to happen when cold fusion technology comes?
That's peace. The world will share the peace. You see, if the energy become a problem, just like if at home you have only $1, you need $10 to eat, what happened? Yeah, you agree on that.
Well, in fact, if you can see,
How will cold fusion create peace in the world?
Yeah, we have more than we need, then the family will be very peaceful. In China, we have an old word. You have to enough to eat, you have to enough to wear, then you understand the courtesy. That's the Chinese. Confucius said 2,000 years ago. If you have nothing to dress, you have nothing to eat, you ask him to be polite.
ideal
Very simple reading.
gives you the ability to succeed.
What is your favorite word to describe this reaction? There are many words: cold fusion, Lanner, quantum fusion. What do you like to call this?
CMNS.
CMNS.
Condensed matter nuclear science.
That's what your favorite word is.
Not my favorite word. In 2002, there was a ICCF18 in China. At that time, I was the chairman. And someone said that we should change our name. The cold fusion, it's not good for us to get the support. So I held an international advisory committee. It's expanded. I called more people like the Arata. Someone was not usually in, but I put them all. It's an expanded committee. We discussed what's the best name for cold fusion. So at that time, they proposed a lot of different words. Someone said that's condensed matter nuclear reactions. Someone said that's condensed matter nuclear.
But you got to convince somebody to provide some funding.
A lot of I cannot tell you everything, but finally a Chinese old professor said, let's say that's condensed matter nuclear science. Everyone agrees, oh, that's good. If you say that's a reaction, it's too narrow. But it's, you say, science, nuclear science, that's good. Someone says that's nuclear technology, that's not good. It's too narrow. But someone don't like the condensed matter. But I think the condensed matter is important. You see, all the phenomena happen in the metal. The metal must play some important role on it. You see, the people use the low energy nuclear reaction. I think it's very confusing indeed. What means low? How much is low? And usually the nuclear physics, they have low energy nuclear reaction already. But I do not talk about this. If I say this, a lot of people don't like this. But a lot of people like me. But I try to avoid any confusion inside our community. Right now we are too weak. We cannot break. We have to be very patient and very, I don't know the English. You have to suppress yourself. Don't say everything. Then we keep the united. Otherwise, the cold fusion will be defeated.
But I think
That's my maybe not.
That was great.